whatever dot XYZ. I tried .com. That didn't work either.
I'm gonna locate your accounts. What is the username? DD?
Oh, DD6 EKESY.
All right, here it is. Oh, you know what? We kind of updated like the terms and services and stuff like that. And I'm kind of trying to get everybody to jump onto the monthly platform. But let me send you the login. Give me just one sec. Did you get that text I just sent over? Okay.
Sorry.
I'm gonna call you right back. One second. Hello. What's going on? Yes, sir, Mr. Henry. Oh man.
I've got so many username and passwords. I don't even know what to put up here. I got so many things going on in my messages from you.
I know. Yeah, you're in front of the box right now?
Yes, I'm in front right now.
All right, let me go ahead and contact you as soon as I finish up with this client. But what I want to do is make sure that it's within the next like 20 minutes. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Okay, I'll talk to you then.
All right, well.
Take care. Okay, yes, sir. Still here.
Yeah, I'm wrapping it up now.
No worries. Okay. Now, while you're doing that, let me talk to you about this new AI project.
Okay.
Okay, so one second. Have you ever like I see some plants. Are those plants right there?
Yeah, those are roses.
That's really nice. So have you ever
They're forever roses, but you see the leaves are falling off.
What? That's wild. How do they make forever roses, right? Like it's crazy. I'm sure you
Yeah, they put them in like mineral oil or something when they pick them.
Yeah.
And it soaks it up, and it's supposed to last like 2 years, but if they get wet, I think it messes them up, and I don't know that these got wet or not, but
That's wild. There's always some kind of like claim that but like this and that, like it's forever, but this. No, I hear you, but no. So basically, the reason, cause I'm actually getting into like some gardening myself. Me kind of wanting to, having just a passion for like botany, just since like a young age for real, and kind of AI, kind of turning that passion, mixed with like tech and AI and like, creating um a sustainable like community. Really, I'm launching like a project for my NETO AI community, and I'm like, if we can all come together to stream, I can see like the power in that for real. I'm like, we can all come together to make the world green, or reduce greenhouse gas, or increase just like the welfare of the community and stuff like that. And basically, I set like a crazy goal to like build like large like infrastructure buildings, like and the whole time like damn, it's so crazy because like I was like really just talking to another client about this, and they said to send them over some information, so I started like drafting up some paperwork. But it's more of like vertical greenhouses, like hydroponic grows to like help reduce gases in the, like carbon dioxide in the air from all the cars that's been polluted,
Yeah.
and make a better living, situation for, our kids, and the future of people growing up. And not only that, but also like give back with AI, using AI to train people, using AI in using technology in a positive way for the community, for, society at large. And part of that is job training with AI, whether it's working on the field, working on the vertical farms, or I mean, it kind of runs itself, so there's not really a lot of overhead needed in that. But like, really though, I've been applying for like government, like sam.gov, trying to get like permits and stuff to like secure contracts so that we can like actually get some government funding to like kind of launch this thing off. But right now it's like mostly like a private thing. But we're, it's public, it's open to the public. But long story short, this initiative is is really I feel like for the NETO AI community, and it's really like a way to kind of get involved. Is I said, look, instead of like starting so big up here, I gotta like bring it back down to reality, which is like, it starts with the man in the mirror. It starts with me, you know, and so I started a garden in the back, in the back of my little apartment, and I just had so much fun. It's so peaceful, just gardening, and it's almost like playing golf or something. It's almost like playing video games, but it's like using AI to help with that is really cool. And I'm like, with the community, the tech that we have now, it's gonna start getting cold out here in Chicago, and I don't want my plants to die, so I'm thinking about bringing them in. But to fund the vision of like, changing the world and making it a better place, I'm now getting into, different renewable energy technologies, different smart agriculture technologies, like hydroponic setups for your house, that fits like on a countertop, that has more benefits than just a hydroponic setup, then more than just the tech. It starts with cleaning out the air that you breathe, in your house, and the best thing about it, you said you were just gone on like a little vacation or a trip. You went out of town, and so, when you come back, it's like, oh, did I water the plants? Did I not water the plants? This technology is like self-watering, and it uses like sensor technology and AI to help kind of grow the plants and stuff like that. And just providing like different AI solutions. And so basically, essentially all kind of, I'm telling like everybody in the community, but all members in the community have access to this project, and this project is again going to you know fund the overall like business, and helping us achieve making this a worldwide change. And so the first step is, securing a lot of land, and building on the land, getting I think the most economical way of getting it done is like with those big like train crates, like the little crates, like, you know what I'm talking about. I'm forgetting the name, it's skipping me, but um like the little big steel like plates, kind of stacking them on top of each other,
I call them CPNs because that's what we have at work.
You know what I mean? And so I'm knowing like stacking those on top of each other, creating, um, you know, even if it's just like stacking them like three, even if it's just three on top of each other. I know each one is at least like 2,500 or like 1,500. It's not crazy, but you definitely need to have a place to store it, and so that's why we got to get the land, and then kind of putting the technology in there to kind of get the farm, not get the vegetation growing for real, and so you can also feed the community, sell the produce as well, different like revenue models within the whole thing, so that um it can continue to provide for the community, for people who invest and stuff like that, um and also feed provide like economic um welfare for the cities, for each city that we set it up in, and then also helping kind of introduce or contribute to creating more of like a net zero emissions kind of city. If you look at Google's campus, the Google infrastructure they have there with all the technology and power they use, they're still, able to, get it at net zero, where it's like, hey, we're not hurting the world with the tech that we're using. And so part of this initiative is really just like a passion, but also like um it's more than just a passion. I feel like it's a very urgent necessity for the community, because the price of everything just keeps going up, and the farmers are getting hit. It's harder for them to grow. So what happens, if we can't support each other, and then that's going to be like, I feel like a society economic collapse, where it's like, everything just goes to shit. And it's really terrible to say that, but at the same time, um this project, I feel like, really does have benefit to each member in the community, whether they're directly in like the organization, or in the or not, whether it's just somebody on the street who's walking down the street, and they're breathing fresher air because we're able to contribute to that. The air is so toxic nowadays, especially in bigger cities. And that's one thing coming from like San Antonio to Chicago. I noticed like, hey, the air is kind of different for real. And I know like in New York or LA, you might even see like a lot of smog. I know like in LA, there's like a lot of smog out there as well. So that's like another opportunity to kind of go help out, and make it a worldwide project, but starting locally, in the United States. And so all of this, is starting off with, hey, would you be interested in purchasing an on the counter hydroponic setup, or a smart, let me see, what is this called? I just want to make sure. But no, yeah, it's definitely a hydroponics grow setup for your counter to grow like vegetations for yourself, so that already you're bringing down the cost of you know um your monthly expenditures on like vegetations, whether it's like little chilies or mint, thyme, different type of natural, foods that we already use on a daily basis, and kind of also contributing to reducing your carbon footprint, and all using the latest AI smart technologies, like the hydroponic system, like the app that it has like the water pump to self, maintain the